everyone. Welcome back to Top Leaders. Today, we have a guest that went from influencer to digital marketing expert, business coach, keynote speaker, 2 Comma Club award winner, which we're going to dive into all this and see how you can do the same. But not only can you do the same living from home, you can do it living anywhere around the world. I would have to say that anyone under the age of 40, I think their dream is to travel the world and still make money. That's why we have Jet van Wijk. She is the founder of Laptop Lifestyle Master and JVW Marketing Agency. But Jet, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
I can't wait to dive into this because that's been a dream of mine, is to travel the world, explore things, and at the same time make money and be able to afford to do so. So let's dive into why you left the influencer scene and how you became a business coach and all the things that you're doing now.
Yeah, definitely. So it has been quite a journey, but like you said, I was looking to travel. I really wanted that lifestyle of being able to work from anywhere and also have that true time freedom. So when I started, that's how I kind of dabbled into becoming an influencer and travel blogger. But yeah, you're right. I got out of that because for me, this was a way that was so much focused on attention as the currency of business versus necessarily money. Because as influencer, you need to, of course, gain attention to secure these brand deals and to get paid in the end. So you're so focused on getting all these likes and these followers. So for me, that's when I saw how toxic it was for my mental health, and when I really transitioned out of that. But I still wanted to keep the lifestyle, right, of being able to travel and work from anywhere. So then I pivoted into freelance marketing, where you basically don't necessarily need followers, you don't need likes, you don't need any of this social proof. All you need is to learn digital marketing skills. And for me, that was way more tangible and had less impact on my mental health, but at the same time still allowed me to travel the world and work remotely.
I never even thought about that, where you when you're in the attention economy, that it
Yeah.
can be draining on your mental health. And I really can appreciate this freelance marketing with all of the tools and AI, all these things
Mhm.
happening. People from all around the world can really do this. So why did this become a job that you really loved and you're so passionate about? And why did you enjoy working online?
Yeah, so I feel like I always wanted to be a business owner already. So for me, that was something that I already knew as growing up as a kid. But how that translated into it being online was for me, yeah, that the piece that you can do it from anywhere, you can make your own schedule, be your own boss. But what I actually appreciate the most is that you can really craft it around your passion and your interest, because it is so true. We do live in capitalism. So we need to make money, in some way. But if we can do this, at least doing something we like, if not something we love, it will feel less like work, right? And, freelancing really gives you the ability to design your work around your life, right? Instead of your life around your work. So it gives you that freedom. And if you can do it in an industry that you love and enjoy, I think that just makes it more enjoyable, while obviously, making money to sustain living. Yeah.
I know you've helped thousands of students, and I'm guessing millions of people want to be doing this. So, what is a tip that you would tell them to get started today?
Yeah. So the most important thing I think to remember, and this is something that you mentioned earlier with everything coming up like tools and AI, is to remember that the most important skill is going to be the ability to learn new skills. And this is because this industry and this field of marketing and technology is changing so quickly that it is more important, in my opinion, to be able to adapt quick versus to obsess and really dive into only one skill or only one tool, just because of the pace of how fast it's changing. So I would say learning to adapt is going to be very important. And then secondly, definitely do it around a field or industry you love. So you could look at, hey, what am I interested in? What are my passions? And can I now find business owners and businesses in that industry that need help with marketing? And then offering services to those specific businesses so that you really enjoy the field you're working in. Because in the end of the day, if you really love what you do, you're going to want to be part of that top 10% of the industry. And that means that, it's going to be a lot of work to get really good at these skills and at this specific niche. But at least if you love what you do, you're going to be able to push yourself way further. So, ability to learn new skills and then really loving what you do, I think is super important. Yeah.
We had a guest on recently, and I guess he would say he's a futurist, although he gives it a different title. He said the number one skill that people need to know in the future is to unlearn and relearn, which is
Mm,
what you're talking about, this
perfect.
adapting,
Yeah.
this ability to constantly be learning new things. And I guess at the end of the day, we're never real experts.
Yeah.
We're just always getting better and better at different skills. So I can really appreciate that. I think
Mm,
people, millions of people around the world, have the ability to do what you're saying, which
yeah.
really excites me. And they can create this new wealth, generational wealth, travel the world. So if somebody wants to get started with Laptop Lifestyle Master,
Mm.
how can they do so?
Yeah, so for us, we have a few different types of programs, just like university. So it really depends on how much support you need. If you're someone who maybe already has some sort of business and you just want to learn the skills, we have some courses available for this to help you upskill. But if you really want more guidance and even coaching and see it more like a university trajectory where you get feedback and you get to hand in assignments, then we also have a 3-month coaching program. And if you would want to get started with that, you can always message us on our socials, or you can go directly to jetvanwijk.com and see which of our options basically, suits you the best.
So I know you've won tons of awards. I know you've
Mm.
been featured in places like Forbes, LA Weekly. How was it when you went up there to get your 2 Comma Club award?
Oh, it was amazing. It's actually so funny that 4 years ago, when I transitioned from this kind of solopreneur, right, to then building teams and really scaling my companies, I just had this idea of, wow, that award, that looks great. I feel like I want to do that, but I didn't really know how that exactly was going to look like. And then when I actually received it and unboxed it, it was definitely a full circle moment of, realizing how important it is to listen to our gut and to go for the things that we want to go for in life. And being on the stage there was definitely a surreal moment. And yeah, very, very grateful for that.
I love listen to your gut. I think out of the
Mhm.
incredible entrepreneurs that we have interviewed, the number one thing is listen to your gut. It's
Yeah.
so true. The most successful people like yourself, it is so important listening to your gut. I've heard that you're an author for the book Women Gone Wild, the Intuition Book. What inspired you to write about intuition?
Yeah, I'm so happy to be part of this movement of what the Women Gone Wild actually stands for, and I got to be part now of their second book. So the first book was Wealth, and the second book is Intuition. And in my chapter specifically, I dive into how my gut feeling helped me make this transition out of kind of an icky place of doing something where I lost myself in influencing and in what it did to my mental health and the way that I viewed myself as well, and how my intuition and therefore also, yeah, gut feeling, how that helped me make this decision out of there. And that was for me one of these really big pivotal points in my career, I would say, where intuition played a very, very big role. And yeah, that really inspired me to speak about it because it was such a big part of this journey so far.
It's great how our intuition can really take us places, but are we listening to our intuition? So
Mhm.
it's obviously helped you and what you're doing, and very excited to see how many millions of people you're going to inspire and impact because we are all about impact. But if somebody wants to get the book, how can they do so?
Yeah, so right now you're able to pre-order it already on all of the big websites. So these are places like Barnes and Noble, Amazon. Literally, if you Google "Women Gone Wild Intuition," it will show up everywhere. And then very soon in June, we're also going to be in the physical bookstores. Yeah.
I can't wait to pick it up. Hopefully, you can sign it. That'd be great.
Oh yeah,
But yeah,
definitely.
I so appreciate. I can't wait to read your chapter in the book. And congratulations on all the things that you're doing. Incredible that you've been doing this since in your 20s. That is amazing. Like amazing feat. I think so many people are going to be inspired by this. So thank you for joining us today on Top Leaders.
Thank you so much for having me.